Welcome back to our channel. Today is Thursday and it is an absolutely beautiful day outside, but honestly, we are not okay inside because the drama is off the charts today. Seriously. Grab a snack and buckle up because we have to talk about what just went down. Oh my god. I'm screaming. I can't even deal right now. I was eating dinner and literally choked on my food. Like actually choked, my life flashed before my eyes. Had to pause and text my friend immediately because my brain completely short-circuited and I needed to know if I was hallucinating. Okay, but listen, you are not going to believe what just happened on the docks. I am literally shaking while typing this so fast because the adrenaline is just coursing through my veins. It is so dramatic. I am honestly still trying to process it because it feels like a fever dream. The audacity of these writers to just drop this on us on a random weekday. Not okay, I'm dead, I can't breathe. Oh wait, before that happened actually. Let me back up because I keep jumping around chronologically because my brain's just a mess right now. So, we all know Ethan Lovett just came back to Port Charles, right? Like Luke and Holly's son. He literally just showed up on the canvas and we were all so hyped. I was honestly thrilled because Ethan is iconic and he has so much history. And Jen Sidwell's out here terrorizing everyone. Sidwell is actually unhinged, and don't even get me started on that. He literally tortured Holly and Lucky back in the day. So Ethan coming back to team up with Sonny Corinthos to take Sidwell down made perfect sense. It was giving major revenge vibes, and I was so here for it. I forgot to mention earlier, but Rick Lansing was literally warning Sonny about this. Rick was at Sonny's house being all smug and suspicious, and he was like, Sonny, I think Ethan was sent here to infiltrate your organization. And I was yelling at my screen, Rick, shut up. You don't know anything. But Sonny just completely brushed Rick off. Sonny was like, no, I trust Luke Spencer's kid. Ethan is good. Which honestly, why would Sonny just blindly trust anyone at this point? He has been betrayed so many times. But whatever, anyway, Sonny hires Ethan and they immediately start plotting to go after Sidwell. Mark my words, Sonny's ego is always his downfall. Okay, where was I? Right, so the docks, Pier 55 or whatever number it is, honestly, it's always the docks in Port Charles. It is literally always foggy, always dark, and you just know someone is going to get shot. So Sonny and Ethan head down to the docks because they are tracking Sidwell's men or setting a trap. I don't even know. I was too busy stressing out. The atmosphere was so tense, I was literally on the edge of my seat. And then out of nowhere, Jen Sidwell's goons just appear. It's a massive ambush, a total setup. The shootout starts, and it is wild. Bullets are actually flying everywhere. It's so loud and chaotic. Sonny is ducking behind these giant metal shipping containers firing back, and Ethan is right there next to him. It's a full-on war zone. Sidwell's men are heavily armed, and it looks really bad for Sonny. At this point, I'm yelling at my screen, get out of there, call Jason. Wait, Jason is in WSB custody, call somebody else. It was just absolute madness. I was like, are you serious? How are they going to survive this? And then, which is insane, by the way, one of Sidwell's guys gets a clear shot at Sonny. Sonny's completely exposed for a split second, and Ethan literally throws his entire body in front of Sonny. He dives into the line of fire, he takes the bullet for him, my jaw dropped. I actually gasped so loud my dog barked. Ethan goes down hard, clutching his chest, blood is everywhere. I was literally in shock. I was like, they did not just bring Ethan Lovett back after all these years just to kill him off in a random dock shootout. That is not okay. I was so mad. Sonny is freaking out, obviously. He scrambles over to Ethan while still shooting blindly at the goons. There's this huge barrel or something nearby, and one of the bullets hits it, and there is a massive explosion. Boom. The blast wave knocks Sonny and Ethan back. It's so cinematic, honestly. But I am just stressing over Ethan bleeding out on the concrete. Sonny crawls back to him, yelling at him to stay awake. Typical dramatic mob boss stuff. He's pressing his hands against the bullet wound, trying to stop the bleeding. But then, wait, did I already say that? Whatever. Anyway, Sonny is looking down at Ethan, and he notices something weird near Ethan's ear. Because of the impact from the explosion and the heat, the skin on the side of Ethan's face is peeling. It's literally peeling off. I was staring at my TV like, what is happening? Is Ethan a robot? Is this some weird Cassadine science experiment? I swear my brain went to the craziest places. The skin looked like thin, melted plastic. Sonny notices it too. His eyes get so wide, he reaches out and his mob boss instincts just take over. He grabs the edge of this peeling skin near the ear and he just pulls. He literally rips the mask off. It was a silicone mask. A full-on Mission Impossible, hyper-realistic silicone mask. I'm screaming. I am literally screaming at the top of my lungs. The mask comes off and the face underneath is Dex Heller. Dex Heller. It was Dex the whole time. I'm dead. I am actually deceased. Dex Heller was wearing an Ethan Lovett mask. I can't even deal right now. My brain completely exploded. I had to pause it and just walk around my living room for 5 minutes because the shock was too much. Dex, why is Dex wearing an Ethan mask? How did he even get an Ethan mask? Did he have it custom made? And the voice. He was doing the voice. I am honestly so impressed, but also so deeply confused and traumatized. And don't even get me started on that. Think about the implications of this. Oh my God, Christina Corinthos Davis literally had a flirty catch-up session with Ethan the other day. She was flirting with Dex. Dex in a rubber mask, I am cackling. That is so unhinged. And Tracy had a highly emotional reunion with Ethan and was crying about how much he reminded her of Luke Spencer. She was crying over Dex Heller in a silicone suit. I cannot breathe. This is the funniest, most insane twist General Hospital has ever done. The absolute audacity. Okay, where was I? Right, so the docs. Sonny is holding this floppy rubber Ethan face in his hand, and he is looking down at Dex, who is bleeding out from a gunshot wound. Sonny's face goes from shock to absolute terrifying fury. You know how Sonny gets when he feels betrayed? His eyes just go completely dead. He realizes he has been completely played. He just hired this guy, trusted him, brought him into his inner circle, and it was Dex the whole time. The deception is just too much for Sonny to handle. Sonny drops the mask and points his gun straight at Dex's chest. He is literally about to finish the job Sidwell's men started. He is so angry, he is shaking. And I'm sitting there like, Sonny, don't do it. He just saved your life. But Sonny hates liars more than anything in the world. Dex is lying there, gasping for air, choking on his own blood. So dramatic. And he weakly holds up a hand. He starts trying to explain himself while literally dying on the pavement. Dex is coughing and wheezing, and he tells Sonny that he had to do it. He says there is a massive, highly coordinated assassination plot against Sonny from inside, Sonny's own organization. An inside job, and the real Ethan Lovett couldn't stop it. The real Ethan either couldn't get close enough to the traitors, or he didn't know the organization well enough to spot the red flags. I don't even know, but Dex says he had to step in. Dex had to go undercover AS Ethan to get back into Sonny's inner circle and protect him from his own people. Why would he do that? I mean, the dedication is insane. Dex literally risked his life, put on a fake face, and infiltrated a mob boss's crew just to save the guy who previously kicked him out. Dex is telling Sonny that this was all about blind loyalty. He says he couldn't just stand by and let Sonny be murdered by his own men. He took a bullet for him to prove it. But Sonny is just glaring at him, the gun not wavering an inch. Sonny is so torn. You can see the gears turning in his head. Does he kill the traitor who lied to his face, or does he trust the guy whose blind loyalty just saved him from a bullet? And honestly, let's just think about Dex's history for a second, because this makes it even more wild. Remember when Dex first came to town, and he was secretly working for Michael to take Sonny down? And then he flipped and actually became loyal to Sonny. And then there was all that drama with Jocelyn. And Sonny found out and wanted to put him on a meat hook or whatever. Dex has literally been through the ringer with this family. For him to go to these extreme Mission Impossible lengths, buying a prosthetic mask, learning Ethan's mannerisms, faking an accent just to protect Sonny Corinthos, that is some next level unhinged devotion. I am honestly questioning Dex's sanity at this point. Like, Dex, sweetie, you could have just sent an anonymous text message. You didn't need to wear another man's face. And what is Jen Sidwell going to do when he finds out about this? Sidwell is already completely out of his mind, blaming Sonny for Marco Rios' death, trying to ruin everyone's lives. If Sidwell finds out that he didn't even shoot Ethan, but actually shot Dex Heller in a rubber mask, he is going to lose whatever tiny shred of sanity he has left. Sidwell's goons are probably going to report back like, hey boss, we shot Ethan, but then his face melted off. It is so absurd, but I am absolutely living for the drama. This show is literally the only thing keeping me going right now, and they are feeding us so well. I was literally crying at this point because Dex looks so pathetic and loyal, and Sonny looks so scary and unpredictable. She needs to get it together, I swear. Sonny needs to get it together. My brain is mush. Sonny is standing there with the gun. Sidwell's men are probably regrouping somewhere. The sirens are wailing in the distance, and the episode just ends. It literally fades to black on Sonny's conflicted, angry face. I'm calling it now, this is going to end badly. Mark my words. Sonny is going to do something incredibly stupid because his ego is bruised and he can't handle being tricked. But also, where's the real Ethan? Did Dex lock him in a basement? Is the real Ethan tied up in a closet somewhere in Australia? And oh my god, Rick Lansing is going to be so smug. Rick is going to be, like I told you, he was infiltrating your organization, even though Rick thought it was Ethan, not Dex. The fallout from this is going to be nuclear. I'm going to be thinking about this all night. I literally have to go rewatch the entire week's episodes to see if I can spot the seams on Dex's mask. Were there clues? I bet there were clues, and we all just missed them because we were so blinded by nostalgia for Ethan. Anyway, my heart is still pounding out of my chest, and my pasta is completely cold, but it was worth it. I am officially a Dex Heller apologist now. I don't care what anyone says. He is the MVP of Port Charles. I actually cannot wait for tomorrow's episode. I need answers. The audacity. Not okay. I'm done.